Good evening, everybody. We are back outside. We're loving daylight savings time because who doesn't love sunset at 5 o'clock? It's 32 out right now. It snowed today, and we've got the little space heater going to try to keep me warm while I'm in here. I'll give you a quick update of some of the things we got done since last time. It's kind of hard to just really time-lapse this stuff just because it can be kind of boring and you can't really tell what we're doing. So I'm going to try to walk through and do a little more explaining. So we lost a little bit of power there, but it's all right. We're going to try to keep going and catching you up on what's going on here. So we have new cover plate on here on our junction box. We have kitchen outlets. We added one up here above where the kitchen countertop is going to be. We have one on the side here too. In the back, in our bedroom, we added a outlet here. We've also added the LED lights around the bus as we've been going along. One for in the bathroom here, one above the bed here, one above the bed back there. Real easy to see. One here, kind of above the bed and dresser area. And then we put two above the kitchen, breakfast nook, hangout area as well. So we should be pretty well lit. We got to put a switch on those today, and then I'm also going to install our outlets for our inverter. So we'll have an outlet for the inverter, well, just a normal outlet here for use, and then we'll have an outlet for the inverter too, or the converter, and then we'll run our 12 volts to that. Also, if I have time, I'd like to set up our fuse box today with the 12 volt stuff, at least what I have. Set up this connector for the refrigerator outlet and set up the lights. These are all lights are wired into, and then I'll also include the there's one other thing that needs 12 volt. Oh, the water pump. So I'm going to run a line over the top for the water pump too, just so we have somewhere for that to go. And then architecturally, all of the wires pretty much go through this corner of the bus, so don't drill stuff into that corner. And then the lights run all the way around, and they're all basically one wire that terminates here. So they're all wired in parallel, and if one goes out, they should all go out. And sorry, if one goes out, they should not all go out. And then from like a house power perspective, your outlets come over the top here. So kitchen outlets and bedroom outlet. And then also just coming into the wall here, you can probably see possibly that we have our the shore power. Sorry, shore power. It's one of the big 60 amp 4-wire systems that comes in and is controlled by our switches here. I'm going to do a quick explanation of the switches best I can. I'll obviously write this out as we go along, but we basically set it up so when both these are pointing to 1, you're using solar. When both these are pointing to 2, you're using shore power, and then you can obviously turn them off. There's one combination we don't want to have, just so you don't have an open loop or a loop between the converter and inverter. So we'll detail that with our instructions here. But otherwise, that's how much we got done. Again, just some more detail. This is a battery isolator that isolates between the car battery and your auxiliary battery. So if you have excess power from the alternator when you're driving or idling, it should charge your batteries. And then this is the little module that controls it. I'm going to put this up on the wall so you can see how much battery you have. This shows your auxiliary batteries here and your main batteries here. Whenever you're over the 13 volt threshold, it'll be sending power to here, to your auxiliary. So that's a lot of talking for now. I'll just set you guys down and let you watch. so we're going to cover what I was working on in super fast motion. So this is our 12 volt LED fader. So this will be the switch and the fader to turn the lights on and off. We've got LED fadeable lights all around. Those are the ones I showed you earlier. We've got the positive and ground from the fuse block, and then we have the positive to the and ground to the lights. Off of those, we've got a little bit oversized 8-gauge wire. That's fine. Nobody ever got in trouble for putting too thick a wire on. And then we've also got our fuse block here. Just to clarify, there's our main power and on the bottom here, and then our main ground there. In the back corner here, it's a little tough to see because I didn't bring a flashlight, but there is a bar back there with 4 bolts in it. Those are common grounds. The box is grounded to those as well as anything else that runs down to the chassis. And then this box here in gray is the common 12 volt power. So the batteries come into here, and anything battery that runs off of that goes through that box. So again, 12 volt, there's 3 bolts in there that are common power, and then over there 4 bolts that are common ground. That's pretty much it for today. Nothing else too crazy. I'll also put these outlets in. This is the outlet for the converter that's going to power there, and then this one is our outlet for our workstation here, and anything you want to do laptop wise, plug in on the table, whatever, and extra kitchen or outside one if you need it. All right, good afternoon. So we got a couple things we're going to work on today. If we have time, I got about 45 minutes, so I'll see what I can get done here. One, we got to finish hooking up the converter here. That should have a positive and negative lead, and then I need to run. I'm going to run the solar, hook that up with the controller up there on the top, and I have one other thing I need to do, but sounds like since I can't remember it, I'm not getting it done in 45 minutes. So we'll see you in a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. I know I haven't checked in a little while. There's been a lot going on. Mainly all this stuff and that stuff and some of this stuff. But yeah, we're going pretty good. We've got a couple things I want to wrap up today. One, I'm just going to solder all the wires for the radio, so we've got hard connections there. And then secondly, time permitting, we'll start on putting in our new vinyl plank wood floor, which will be really awesome. I gotta sweep this whole thing out, pull this bench out, and then work from the back to the front on that. So, all exciting stuff.